I just watched Pan's Labyrinth. Wow, that was my kind of movie. Its backdrop is the Spanish Civil War in the 1940s, which was a brutal time period, and it reflects that. A lot of horrific, depraved things happen in that movie, which is incredible contrast to the more supernatural, mythical components of the story, where it's about this little girl who keeps seeing and communicating with fairies, and whether or not they're real or just a figment of her imagination is deliberately unclear. And that is such a fascinating way to play it because, yes, it feels like a supernatural movie, but in a sense, it feels very real. The story is so about how horrible like human life can be, and the escapism of this little girl trying to get out with, you know, fauns and fairies and these mythical beasts that are terrifying and wondrous. And oh my god, the design for those creatures was incredible. Each one was so distinct and memorable and cool and frightening, but in this very specific fey, otherworldly way. In the effects department did a fantastic job. I think some of those must be practical. Most of them felt practical, and they were felt so real and visceral. Wow. I love that. But the whole story centers around that contrast between the wondrous and terrifying but beautiful fantasy of these fairy creatures and the brutal, ugly, unpleasant horrors of war, and those being paired together were really evocative and memorable and made a story that could have come across as whimsical and arbitrary as deeply meaningful. I loved it. Highly recommend for people who like that sort of thing. It is in Spanish because it is a Spanish movie, which I loved. It's Spain Spanish, but I'll take it. I thought the acting was really solid. I thought the story was really solid. I It feels like my sort of thing. I love supernatural mazes and challenges and ambiguity over whether or not something is real and mind shenanigans. I love that stuff. When I was watching it, I was like, wow, this is my movie, man. I loved it. Loved every bit of it. It was done by Guillermo del Toro. He has such a creative vision, and his visuals are so striking and memorable. I'm excited for his Frankenstein adaptation. Frankenstein's my favorite book, and I am very curious to see how he approaches that. That could be really cool, but I'll see. If you want to be informed when I upload that review, do subscribe. Comment what you think of Pan's Labyrinth down below. And the new chapter of my book, Bone Song Diary of a Sentient Sword, is out. I release 2 chapters a week for free in the link below. Happy reading. Take care.